It has been a blazing hot summer here in the Midwest, so I'm outside early on this beautiful morning to get some garden chores done before the sun starts beating down. A combination of heat and torrential rain have wreaked havoc on my garden, especially these Shasta daisies. As you can see, they are beat down. They are crushing everything around them. Eventually, I'm going to move these, but I need to wait till fall. So for now, I need to get this just cleaned up. They are crushing these false sunflowers. I have so many chores today, so let's go ahead and get started. I really wish I would have cut these down a little sooner because they were just so wet and floppy from the rain that I could not make them into a flower arrangement. So fortunately, I just have to trash all of these, but it's okay. There will be, I'm hoping I'll get another flush of them after I get all of this chopped off. As you can see, these two really stand up straight, and the daisies were kind of falling over on this plant right here. Now it has plenty of room to stand up straight. I love these false sunflowers. I do not want to hurt them in any way. So I just tried to push everything back up because it was just all falling over. I did get to keep some on this side. They were still in good shape. This summer has been a constant battle of weeds. The last 2 summers of my gardening career, I guess, we had hardly any rain, so I had to water everything way more frequently. But at the same time, I didn't have many weeds. Whereas this year we have a ton of rain and a lot of weeds, so I'm constantly pulling weeds. I still have not mulched this garden. I am way behind when it comes to that, but I've been struggling to keep the weeds at bay. This planter has just gotten so floppy, so I am trying to stand it back up. I love this planter. I love it so much. So I don't want to do too much, but at the same time, if it's going to make it through the rest of the summer, I have to cut some of this back. These have made me so sad. I'll be honest, I didn't realize how much water this corner got. But like I said, we haven't had much rain the last 2 years since we set up this area. So the way the gutters drain, this area just ends up pooling with a lot of water and it can't survive here. So I need to find something that really loves water to go in that corner. I'm just going to kind of trim down the legginess of these other Supertunia bubble vistas, or whatever they're called. I forget. I will not be planting these in the ground. I do not do well with these in the ground. I will never be planting these in the ground again. Figured I'd take you on a little walk around of the things I did. This has hardly any blooms left, but there are a lot of little buds ready to bloom. So hopefully getting rid of all that dead stuff will give the blooms more energy to come forth. This one looks way better than the other one. I don't know the difference because they're in the same amount of sun. They get the same amount of water. Not really sure the difference between the two, but I'm excited to see if these will, come back, which I'm pretty confident they will. This section, I always say this is my pride and joy. This is like my fourth child over here. And I'm really happy about it. These Bobo hydrangeas are just shining. They are shining. They get me so excited. This is year 2 for these. I do have another set on the other side of the yard that are 3 years old. And here they are. They look a little bit wonky, but they started as I planted these when they were quart size. The ones down here don't get very much sun, so they don't really bloom that well, but the ones on this end do. I need to extend this out. I really do. Everything's getting crushed back there. These are the trimmed back Shasta daisies. As you can see, now everything around this patch of Shasta daisies has so much more room to breathe. They were just flopping on everything. I will be very happy when I can get these moved. Like I said, and I've said it before, I'm waiting till fall because I don't want to kill them. I'm just going to move them to the front of the property. They don't need much maintenance, and I just kind of want them to grow wild up there. This is a Bobo hydrangea I got off of the clearance rack. This is a Let's Dance Blue Jangles Big Leaf Hydrangea. It is the Microphylla family. I did put soil acidifier on it, hoping it would turn it more blue. The blooms are a little purplish pink. I'm guessing it has to do with my soil. Maybe I need to put more soil acidifier on it. I'm not certain, but I'm very happy with the blooms on that. This Bobo hydrangea was not meant to be a tree, but when I got it off the clearance rack, it was already kind of trimmed as a tree, so I'm going with it. These false sunflowers now have way more room to flourish. I did deadhead these Supertunia vistas. Like I said, I'm not planting those in the ground again. Here's the other side where I trim those down. They're either going to grow back or they're not. They probably just get too much water, and I doubt they will. The other ones I trimmed back significantly, so hopefully they will, kind of flourish some more throughout the remaining of the summer. This is probably my favorite planter of the year. The clematis hasn't done a lot. It's spit out a few blooms, but these yellow blooms are my favorite. Even though I've had to deadhead them quite frequently this summer, I still love them. they just get really floppy when it rains. But as you can see now, they're standing upright and it looks great. I also trimmed this planter significantly. These super Bina verbenas were a little leggy, and the King Tut grass was once again leaning over. I don't know if I didn't plant that King Tut grass deep enough. I'm not sure, but usually as soon as some flop over and I cut them off, more grow in. I trimmed all around the skirt of the Super Bina verbenas just because, like I said, they were very leggy, and I want to try to hopefully flush some more growth for the remainder of the summer. I would say this is my second favorite planter. I want to take a moment and thank you so much for watching today. If you liked this video, show it some love in the comments below. If you enjoy watching gardening and working in the yard videos, please make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.